Hi Pisces, welcome back. This morning we had the oracle reading and we're getting into the tarot right now. I do have a few cards of oracles, I can't help myself. You have new beginning, very strong. Here, number 13 could be significant. You also have 3-3 that is coming through. You also have here, with the tarot, the full energy. Diving into a completely new life and not being afraid, just going for it, leaping, and not caring what happens next, because there's a sense of, yeah, now we're going for it. There's an 8 of Wands, 8 of Fire, that has to do with action, passionate messages that could be traveling here, and going to the 10 of Cups, 10 of Water. This also is depicted here with a Buddha, you know, so it's happiness, it's emotional fulfillment, it's wisdom, it's having achieved a sense of calm as well. You have the 6 of Swords that came through. So this is beautiful. I mean, the energy, we'll see what comes next in the live tarot reading, but we have here calm coming through, new beginning, starting back from zero, whatever your situation is. And just a lot of passion, a lot of happiness here, and this sense of rushing for it, just no longer letting perhaps responsibilities or mind games internally or externally as well play a role in your life. There's here time, so perhaps time is significant here for some of you. Divine timing is at play. You also actually had quietude here, which has to do with calm as well. So this new beginning, coming from calmness, coming from silent wisdom. You know, I feel that this point 0 of the Fool is also because you have found the neutral point within you, which allows you to now, from a clean state, a mental clean slate, start literally like a baby, start over, being reborn here. And that's most wonderful, because from that space, that source, that is essence within you of equilibrium, balance, there's a sense of sacredness that you perhaps are finding, and we saw that a lot with the reading this morning. So once there is this stop, the 0, all the fire, all the energy is available to you. That's why we see this rush from the silence. You know, it's this stop and go, right? This renewal, this rebirth, and now we can actually go because we are no longer the same. We don't have the blockages that we had before. We have shifted, so we are literally being reborn. Okay, and that comes with devotion and concentration that we saw this morning, where if you truly focus internally and find that realization of your own divinity within you, then you also live your life like a moving prayer, like in devotion here. And all this comes from this internal focus. That's the only thing you need to do. It's to surrender to the inner, to the 0. And that enables you to erase everything else and just have that. Be that, is better said. Be that, so that now you can fly. Because there's only this. And look what comes. Miracles. Only if you believe, if you have the faith, Pisces, all this is happening for you. Now, you could be in earthly focus, perhaps trying to manage with the responsibilities as well, but we see here through sacred ceremony, it could be a ritual, it could be a planned ceremony, it could be just a meditation here, it could be a vision, lucid dreaming here. There's a temple, there's a sacredness here that occurs, that helps you get into this illumination. As you get that moment for you, that ceremony for you. If you live your life as a ceremony, as devotion, then only magic will come to you. You have magical protection here. Truly, if you live your life as devotion, prayer, sacredness, in faith, Pisces, nothing can stop you. Nothing at all. It's a straight line. It's just magic, like we saw this morning. Okay? So, let's not get lost here. And again, the oracles, and let's move on to our tarot. Alright. We'll start with the good tarot here. The Pisces, please. Directly what is coming through is a 5 of Swords in reverse and a Page of Swords upright with an angel rising. Look. So, getting out of the lower mind, right? And stepping into the rising of your truth. That's beautiful. Also, look, seeing things from 2 different perspectives, changing perception. You have the head down here, like kind of like a hangman, and she's up there. So this is very crucial here. As you have shifted, you're starting to rise. And you're protected. I feel this angelic presence here because you open to it, because you don't allow the negative patterns to take over you, the negative emotions to take over you. No, now you just rise. You have decided, you have chosen to live your life in this devotion. Okay? Yeah, and we have temptation underneath that is reversed. All the devilish energy, the obsessions, addictions, all of that stuff. You're rising here. You're no longer letting your own mind block you. You're rising. It's all about concentration. And in that way, you will get realization. And we talked about the hangman. Look who's coming. And you have underneath the 4 of Wands. I was feeling very good energy for this reading. 4 of Fire, 4 of Wands. This is Union card in a twin flame journey. This is coming home. This is union. It's celebration as well. And of course, the hangman is you, Pisces. As you shift your perspective, as you've taken that time to stop, that pause, that is enabling you to go forward. 6 of Swords towards calmer waters, like we saw also in the oracle, right? You are going towards calmer waters because you have shifted. We saw the hangman a lot yesterday as well. And the 9 of Wands, 9 of Fire came reverse here. So this is don't give up. Don't give up, because maybe there is time involved, but this is happening for you. There have been a lot of burden before, but you're releasing all that. Perhaps you were really truly your own burden. And if not, you allowed the burden of others to take over you. Now you're just releasing. Releasing, coming to that 0 point. Flying, let yourself fly. Not be so heavy mentally. Again, in devotion. No longer accepting exhaustion. Coming home to you, Pisces. Yeah. Ace of Pentacles is coming through. For this new beginning to take place. It's going to be long-term, Pisces. You've gone through transformation. You've gone through a lot of sabotage energy. But you're getting into the High Priestess, which is inside. Psychic Queen. Seeing. Devotion, again, I'm feeling very strongly. The Priestess is devoted. Everything about her is sacred. 7 of Swords. And 2 of Cups underneath. Okay? So when it comes to particular situation here, romantic situation, soulmate energy, there was, and we've seen that, this energy of things that are being clear, perhaps, you know, escaping from love, escaping, running away. There's that energy here. Let's see what else is coming through. But we have the Hierophant here. This is a spiritual connection. Let's see. Why this Seven of Swords? King of Water here. King of Cups. A lot of love. A lot of love, but also a lot of fears. You have illusions here. Again, the moon. Not seeing things clearly. But the love is here. So more about this. Yeah, you have the Lovers underneath. Love is coming through. And the Devil in reverse. So there seems to have been, and there is, in this soulmate twin flame energy, a lot of love, but there has been those addictions, obsessions, or those that healing that needs to take place. Let me see more. Seven of Swords. Yeah. So Pisces, I mean, it's definitely, yeah, Ace of Cups here. Underneath, we saw also the Eight of Swords. So sabotage energy. Sabotage energy being its own self-imprisonment, because those two have to do with Ace of Water. Ace of Cups is unconditional love. It's pure love. It's divinely guided. But there was this mental conflict. There was this imprisonment, sabotage. Someone, or maybe both of you, were sabotaging this relationship. Now, why this is really confirming it's a very strong counterpart energy. We have the Owl again coming through that came in this morning. You have the King of Sword and the Queen of Sword. The Queen of Sword came reverse. So here, what I'm seeing is a divine masculine and a divine feminine. A divine feminine, it seems that perhaps she walked away, or she escaped, she ran. That's what is being seen here. But between those two, we have the Three of Fire, the Three of Wands. So there is moving towards each other here. This is a feminine energy as well. But what I'm seeing is that the feminine perhaps escaped, ran away. And perhaps there has been a lack of truth here. But also, what happens is that there could have been mental manipulation when it comes to that relationship, or maybe a certain feminine in this energy, in this situation, was playing games. But what is seen here is that there is movement. We see the masculine and the feminine wanting to get, travel to each other. There are plans to get together. What I'm seeing, especially here, is if that wasn't, I feel the mind has been the issue for the feminine, and she perhaps is getting out of that, because we have the Seven of Swords being her own enemy, Five of Swords, a lot of this mental blah. And so she's working on that, she's trying to see clearly through darkness here. Alright, that's what we're seeing. Now, let's see more, because we have the Star. So there is healing taking place. There is definitely healing taking place within this relationship, the situation. Let me see more about Seven of Swords, Queen of Swords. Yeah, Pisces, I mean, look, patience is needed. Seven of Pentacle and Ace of Cups again. So there are seeds that are being planted here for this love, and patience is needed when it comes to this situation. Perhaps there's still healing taking place. Obviously, perhaps the feminine needs to see more clearly within herself, within her own life. Let me continue here. Yeah, we have the Three of Swords here. The Three of... interesting. The Three of Cups. The Three of Cups is celebration, and I said the Three of Swords, which is the pain. So obviously, the feminine has still those painful, mistrust. I feel that also the Queen of Swords can be this mistrust, not so much manipulation. It's her own manipulation, the mind manipulating her. Here there is this self-sabotage because there's been so much pain and heartbreaks, and so she doesn't believe that she can have the celebration here. Yeah, interesting. Let me see more. The door. Yeah, air. We need to get out. Yeah, let me see. Look what came through. The Ace of Swords I just talked about. And a 10 of water. So obviously, yeah, someone has been sabotaging their happiness. I mean, it's obvious. Obvious. And we have here a Knight of Sword coming through, Messenger of Air. It has to do with rushing through, communication, truth. So perhaps now she is slowly but surely, with patience, waking up to her truth, and slowly but surely seeing the truth in this relationship. You have the Lovers here, very passionate relationship. And yeah, all the devilish, which is not bad, it's just the obscurity, the darkness that was, present in the situation. So very intense, I feel here, very passionate, but there were things that were not clear. Fears, stuff that needed to be seen within, going deeper, both of them, within themselves. Let me, one more for Pisces here. One more for Pisces. One more. The Moon. Yeah. Number 18, and we still have the Lovers underneath. Number 6 could be significant. With the Sun, happiness, and the 9 of Swords, there's been a lot of restless nights, anxiety. I feel this anxiety from the feminine. Yeah, we have the Lovers here, the Sun, and this anxiety has prevented, we have the Sun in reverse, prevented this happiness, this heart to open. The heart is, the Sun card has to do with Leo, and the heart is representative of Leo energy. So perhaps this is what, yeah, we have the Four of Pentacles, holding on, protecting herself, and that's, yeah, being so perched up in her head, that in mental space, that she has not been able to open herself to this happiness. Yeah, juggling here, Two of Pentacles, juggling with a decision to make. But the Moon, going towards a new moon in Leo, Pisces, and so this could be very significant when it comes to clarity, when it comes to finally opening up, finding clarity within the situation. Let me get a little bit more for this moon. That was clear. That was very quick. We have, yeah, exactly. Look. Ace of Swords, this is divine clarity, and the devilish energy in reverse. Temptation in reverse. Finding what was the problem, and putting a light on it and healing that. So whatever was, obscuring this love, putting on illusions, perhaps her own illusions. We saw that in the reading this morning. Mental, distorted thoughts. Now there's a clarity that is coming because the universe is bringing that. Yeah, and as the Hermit mode. Being alone during this healing, the Hermit, follows the light within and discovers, shines the light upon what needs to be healed. The Moon has to do also with emotions, feminine emotions. So definitely I'm seeing a divine feminine here, healing. And when that happens, Ace of Wands, a passionate new beginning, Pisces. Out of the drama, out of the ego. You have a lot of drama here, a lot of passion. And so after an ending, we see, needing to work things out. I think that there is a want to work things out here. There's a lot of ego. There was a lot of ego that needed to be looked at. But yeah, we're getting into Aries energy. We had the Fool before, so very strong here. The Emperor, getting into your own power here, Divine Feminine. Interesting that we got everything about the Divine Feminine here. Let me just see quickly with the other deck of the Sirens here if we can get anything about masculine or whatever Spirit wants to talk about. More about the situation. Yeah, hope and Ace of Wands. The Star, hope, healing, and growth. That's what, in this particular deck they're showing up for. Ace of Wands, this new passionate, new beginning, and hope. There is hope. You need to have faith here. There is the light at the end of the tunnel. Yeah, again, this new beginning, starting out from zero here. So this is happening as both of you, perhaps, especially the feminine here, I'm feeling, is erasing this mental pattern and this not believing, as she is having faith again. Opening her heart again and getting out of all this negative energy. I'm seeing here that there is hope in this relationship. There is a new beginning. Yeah, again, the Six of Swords going towards calmer waters. After all this exhaustion, let me see more about this situation here. But it all starts from within. Emotional fulfillment is when you allow yourself for that. If you're still lingering into the, it's not possible, I don't trust it, I see only the darkness, maybe perhaps you had truly triggers for that. Perhaps, the masculine wasn't very clear about many things. Perhaps there were faults. But I'm feeling here a spirit of compassion or forgiveness that needs to come through. Let me see. But also, primarily, the work that has to happen within, the unconditional love that needs to happen within. And that means accepting that love, can happen for you. And you can have this happiness. Getting out of that pain, those patterns. Yeah, the Sun. Happiness, Pisces, transformation, death. It was reversed, but this is allowing this transformation, this death process, so that you can have this happiness. It cannot be clearer than that. You need to die to yourself to be reborn, like we saw. You need to be renewed completely, and perhaps, when we are at the verge of completely changing, that's when you're closest to the light. That's when there's more of the darkness that wants to come through. Often the mind gets even more, grabs even more to you. The death actually is number 13. We saw that in the oracle, so that could be very significant. But you see those two, the star and the sun, and now we have also the moon. So the sun and the moon, soulmate energy. I mean, it's obvious here. But look, the two, here are close to the light. This is beautiful, and those are kindred spirits here. So as this feminine, we see a definite feminine here, reaches to the light, has the faith and believes again, lets herself be reborn completely, then this is available. The two, this is available. The purity of this love and happiness is available. One more. That's not one more. The Hermit and the Devil energy. I'm feeling and the possibilities. So there is contemplation happening because there has been this whirlpool. Those two here have been in this whirlpool. Woo, 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 woo. Completely this energy was so strong between the two, so intense, that they've been going down, down, down. And so there had to be this calm needed, this solitude needed for the two. So I'm seeing here a definite separation, or, you know, just like a moment of nothing. Here you have the Seven of Cups, you know, the possibilities, looking at the possibilities, getting back to the dreams and to what is possible, because perhaps that all of this whirlpool put you in an illusion of what is going on, the confusion of everything. So, but here we're seeing definitely as there's a shift within the feminine, and perhaps this time alone for both of them, there's a shift in the situation here, in the relationship. Let me see here more about this whirlpool. Yeah, Knight of Pentacle. This is loyalty. And this is being very focused. You have the Chariot energy, Cancer. That has to do with protection, with home, with the feminine, you know, the divine feminine, the divine mother. That has to do with balance. That has to do with focus. Someone charging forward here and being very clear and focused. We see a masculine that is clear now on what they want. They're going slowly but surely. They are planning. You know, it's going slow. But perhaps, yeah, before there was, you know, two people involved, or just its own, the masculine, like an old story. Perhaps there was another marriage or all of that, and maybe perhaps not a clear vision or a clear choice. But here it's very clear. It's coming slowly but surely, but it's coming. It's definitely in their focus here. One more, but this masculine, because we talked a lot about the feminine. So that is what confused the feminine also, and I understand why. But that triggered her not trusting. So now, if she is able to trust, as we see a masculine that now has changed also and is focused, is clear, then there is a possibility. Look, new beginning, the Fool coming in. But it depends really on the two. We have a King of Wands showing up. This is action, this is passion, this is a leader. So yeah, this forgiveness has to show up. Depending on your situation, of course. If, you know, there hasn't been a true shift, then by all means, you know, you will know with your intuition what to do. Divine Feminine. Let me see. Yeah. There's two here. Victory and opportunity. Yeah. So, Ace of Sword. This is victory. This is a victorious new beginning. And there is a Page of Pentacles. It's a new opportunity. It's loyal. It's new. Okay. But it's doable. It's definitely doable. And it's tangible. And for what? For 10 of Cups. So that 10 of Cups here, Pisces, that we saw, is coming through again. For this happiness, there is victory. If now the feminine can open up to it, open her heart, and if the masculine can be clear and truthful. That's it. Yeah. The 10 of Cups here, they're saying it's a realization. There's a destruction, the Tower. So that is what happened here. There was like a tower moment in this relationship, in this situation, and that brought, you know, realization to both of them of what needs to be let go of. You have here the Four of Pentacles in reverse. What needs to be let go of, right? And no longer being in a defensive mode, actually being a hermit, accepting, going deeper, and seeing what needs to be released. So that this can actually take form. Okay, so I hope this was helpful. I'll see you very soon. Take care. Bye bye. Love you.